What's the funniest thing you've done to avoid having sex? I decided to create a new account because I had to post something in regards to this, and my girlfriend, family didn't need to know about. A few years back, single, and on the mend from a 9-year relationship, I was on Facebook chatting with my mother's best friend. We were talking about her kids who are my age, and how they've been, and how I wished I had hung out with them more in high school. The conversation becomes a bit more personal, and it migrates to text. She's asking me how big I am, and how she's always been curious. She's a very attractive lady, but 30 years older than I am. Plus, she has a big rack, which I got to see based off the pictures she started sending me. In a moment of weakness, I decided, I'm going to hit this. I give her my address, and she starts driving over. In a moment of clarity, I realized what was about to happen and started freaking out. I called my mother shortly before her friend arrived and told her I was homesick, that I missed her cooking. I asked if she could please come over and cook with me. She enthusiastically agreed, and said she'd be right on down. I asked her if she could please call 5 to 10 minutes before she got there because I may be in the shower. Her friend then arrives, and immediately strips down naked before the door even shuts. She starts straddling me and my phone rings. I pick it up, put it on speaker, and it's my mother saying she's about 5 minutes away. Her friend had the deer in the headlights look, put her clothes back on, and bolted. I called my mom. You jerked it before she got there, didn't you? Last year I met a girl at a party, and we hit it off after getting a rather large number of beers inside of us. Eventually we moved into a bedroom and started making out pretty intensely. I was a virgin at this point, and I decided to get down to business for the very first time. As I turned aside to put my socks on, I like to be comfy, she slipped her hand down her skirt and ripped off her bloody tampon, thinking I wasn't looking. At this point my drunken mind decided to go into overdrive to get me the fuck out of there, resulting in me saying the following words. Blue or oog, I need to bury my tequila. I jumped off the bed and ran off into the night like a mystic demon. I opened up a collectible card game and miniature store. Joke's on you. Chicks who play Magic the Gathering are into some freaky shit. Late to the party, but here we go. Not something I did, but my brother. For a few weeks in high school, I lived with my mom, and I was babysitting my younger brothers. A girl with who I went to school decided to stop by, and was clumsily trying to seduce me. She had a bit of a reputation, and I was watching kids besides, so I really wasn't into it. Anyway, she got really forceful, and my younger brother picked up on the fact that I was uncomfortable. As an aside, I was supposed to be very careful about letting the boys play wrestling video games, as they tended to get a little rowdy. I had completely ignored this rule all day. Anyway, my brother saw how uncomfortable I was, so he decided that he was going to climb on the back of the couch and dropkick the fuck right out of her. I pretended to be upset with him until she got back up and left. Then high-fived him and took my brothers out for ice cream. You and your brother tag-teamed a girl. I ran the fuck away. I was with a girl from a party out on the street going at it on top of a car hood in an alley. After a bit she tried to slip me in, because she was wearing a skirt and no panties. This was easily attainable. She had a deal lock on my hips with her legs as I was standing there, and I asked if she had any condoms. She told me no, and again with her death lock on me started to steer me back into her. In my head I was thinking fuck AIDS and shit, I don't know her, she's not even wearing panties. Instead of telling her I didn't want to, my drunk ass instead went to her and pointed out across the street. When she looked, I spun out of her grip and all in one motion grabbed my pants back up and went into a full sprint and jumped the fence into someone's yard and took off down the street. About the time I hit the ground over the fence I heard her yell, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I ran away across an alley and over a fence into someone's yard, across that and into a full sprint down the street. A couple once tried to have a threesome with me. They kept trying to touch me and massage me, and my awkward, idiotic attempt at diffusing the situation was to complain incessantly about how hungry I was and could we please go find some fried chicken. Finally I had to explicitly tell them I wasn't interested. They were really nice about it, so nice that they believed me about being starving and loaded me down with all this fresh produce. I had to walk home at midnight carrying 2 huge armfuls of cabbage and pears and stuff. All my housemates were up when I got back and wanted to know where I had found a farmer's market so late at night. What? No fried chicken? Bastards. If you like Reddit videos, make sure to like and subscribe to Reddit XP. See ya.